Last week, I was talking to some colleagues about ChatGPT and Claude, and then I started talking about the desktop features that they have. ChatGPT having Codex, and then their own desktop for ChatGPT, and then Claude having Cowork and Code, all that you can download to your desktop. And the consultants I work with didn't know about this. So I figured I would make a video going over all of the features that each of these platforms have and then compare and contrast them just to give you guys a baseline understanding of what you actually get with your subscription. First, we'll go ahead and look at the subscriptions and actually what they come with. ChatGPT and Claude kind of differ on this. Looking at ChatGPT first, this is just for personal accounts. The business will give you different features, and then it will also provide security based on which subscription you get, whether it's business or it's enterprise. Then it will kind of depend on that. So keep that in mind, and that's also useful to look at. If you go to pricing, you could go down to business and see that, and then also you can see it for higher education and K-12 teachers. So there's a bunch of different subscription models, but just looking at the personal account. So ChatGPT gives you access to pretty much all of their features, no matter the subscription. So with the free account, you can still download the ChatGPT desktop and then Codex desktop, and it actually gives you limited Codex access to it. But you are limited with all of the features. You have lower tokens, and then as you pretty much go up in the subscription model, you just get more and more. And then once you get to the $20 a month, then you get project tasks and also custom GPTs and early access to new features. And then when you go up to the $100 a month, you pretty much 5x all of your token usage or 10x to 20x that. And then you get pro reasoning and then also maximum codex tasks, unlimited GPT 5.3 and file updates, and so on. It gets a bit confusing because this is separate from the API, which for using ChatGPT's API, you would actually have to put money into it. So it does get a bit confusing when you're jumping back and forth and how you plan on using it. Next, we'll go over to Claude's subscription model. So they just have three. They have your free, your pro, and then your max. So this subscription model is a little bit different. With the free, you get a lot of the same features as you would with ChatGPT, but to actually download Claude Cowork or Claude Code, you have to have the $17 a month, which is a pro account. And that just allows you to, that gives you more automation features. And Claude Cowork is also great to use, especially if you're not technical. So once you go up to the $200 a month, it pretty much 5x or 20x is your usage compared to the pro account, and then it gives you priority and some other features. So the Claude subscription model is definitely easier to comprehend than ChatGPT, but it's similar with Claude. If you are using the API, then you have to pay separately for that. And then, of course, they have their own business model, which is called Team, and then also Enterprise. So we can go ahead and look at Team. So if we go down to the bottom of Team, you have $20 for a standard seat and then $100 for a premium seat, which the premium seat would just be more usage than a standard seat. You would get everything you have in a standard seat. And then you have the Enterprise, which usually enterprises are negotiated with Claude, and those can vary. So now on to the actual features that each of these platforms have. And what I mean by that is you have your web browser, which pretty much everybody knows about, the ChatGPT and Claude, but not a lot of people know about the other ones such as desktop for both of them and what those features can actually do. I will give a brief overview on those just so you guys can see them and understand why there's a benefit with actually having them. So first, going to ChatGPT, this is a web browser version, which you guys should all be familiar with, or if not, then this is kind of what it looks like. I do have the Plus account, so I have the custom GPTs, projects, and then I can also do tasks as well. You have the image generation, which is an image 2.0, which pretty much beats every other image generator out there at the moment. And honestly, I use it way more than previous models because it gives great images. And I do use it for websites too. And then going into it, you have all of these features, which is pretty similar with Claude. They have skills that was recently added to ChatGPT. Claude originally had it first. And we'll go ahead and look at Claude's version of this. So this is Claude's desktop version. And you pretty much have the similar setup. You have the chat on the left. You have the projects, which is what ChatGPT has. Which customizing allows you to actually connect plugins and stuff like that, which ChatGPT also has. You just have to access it a different way. And then you have your skills, which ChatGPT also has. The only difference with the web browsers, I would say, is the image generation. Claude did not focus on this as a company. They focus more on coding, analyzing long documents, generating documents. That was the strategic positioning in this. Also, projects, they're a little bit different than the projects in ChatGPT. I would say the Claude projects are a lot like custom GPTs, just in a different formatting. And then you also have artifacts with Claude too. Also, a difference with Claude and ChatGPT is Claude actually has a new feature called Design. So this is Claude Design that they just came out with, and this is where they partnered with Canva to create this. And honestly, it's really great at making marketing material, making templates, and then making websites as well. I will go ahead and show you a quick website. I do have a full video on this. So this is a website that I created pretty fast, just with one prompt, just to test it out. I have been working on a website for the YouTube channel separately. So this is a feature that ChatGPT doesn't have, but I would say I use them as a combination. So I'll generate an image on ChatGPT's new image 2.0, and then I'll use that for the website. And I think that works great. So moving on to the next thing, you actually have with both of these platforms, desktop tools that you can download. And I'll start with ChatGPT. So you have two different downloads you could do with ChatGPT. You have this one, which is basically the same thing as the web browser version. It just shows up on your desktop. Another neat thing about this is you can actually chat with it wherever you are on your desktop. So example of this, if you just hit Alt space, then the chat should come up. So that's one feature you get with the ChatGPT desktop version. And they also have Codex Desktop, which originally you would have to open up Codex in VSL, which is an IDE, which if you're not too technical, this is a way that you can code without having to figure out how to download it to your terminal. And you can have automations on it too. So I do a lot of work on this. And then you also have plugins. So you could attach it to different tools. There's a bunch of these. Usually I just attach it to my Gmail, Google Calendar, just so I could build automations to say check my Gmail every day, and it will actually do that. And then I'm working on some other projects with it. I find it extremely helpful. It has some features that Claude desktop version doesn't. So for example, you could actually toggle the terminal. So if we go new chat, go view, and then toggle terminal, you can write directly into the terminal. You could also open up a browser tab, so it can actually view your browser while you're working, which this is interesting because Claude Desktop does have this feature, but it goes directly on your Google Chrome. I find that Claude's is a bit better because it works with Google Chrome and it will actually work on, say, certain websites that I'm logged in on. And with ChatGPT, I just haven't had that same experience. Maybe just because I have Claude set up and it's easier, then I mostly use Claude. I do like the automations, and I always found that I get more use out of ChatGPT's limits or token usage than I do Claude. I usually run out tokens on Claude first. So this has been extremely helpful, and I just have the Plus account with ChatGPT. So we'll go ahead and look at Claude's version of this. So Claude actually put everything together into one desktop app. So you have your chat right here. So this is like the ChatGPT desktop. And then you have your cowork, which is, I would say, a bit like Codex, but it's more user friendly and it's supposed to be for non-technical people. And it's a place where you have live artifacts. You have a feature called Dispatch, which I think ChatGPT recently is working or already has a feature like this. And then you could have scheduled tasks, which is a lot similar to Codex's automations. And then you have project folders. There has been a bunch of hype on Cowork. And then you also have code here. And with the code here, you could just code directly on Claude's desktop. And you could set up routines. So for example, if you want something to run every day, you can just have it do it there. And then you have the customize, which is similar to the browser feature. So what makes these desktop versions different than the web browser is the desktop versions actually let you work inside your own local workspace. So it allows you to actually work within your files. So you can have workflows in here. You can have research that directly goes into a Word document or Excel file. You can have automations that actually goes and researches something and then put it into documents on your local drive. So there's a bunch of different use cases with this, and it's definitely a game changer from just using the regular web browser. You get a lot of more agentic workflows that you can use with it. I would say the combination of having ChatGPT and Claude just both at the Plus and Pro account is a great combination. If you don't want to pay $100 for either of them, this is an easy way to have access to both of them while still getting a ton of token usage. So I just wanted to pretty much cover everything you actually get with these tools when you have a paid account, just because I know some people might be out there who do have like Chat GPT Plus, but they don't realize you have all these other cool features and they're constantly updating it. So I would definitely always go check their website and see what else is coming out, or try to stay up with the news, have a newsletter you subscribe to. That's a great way. If you don't know a newsletter to subscribe to, I would suggest the Rundown AI. They send out a daily one and they also send out a weekly one that's more focused on inventions and robotics. That is great too. Just great information all around. But that's it for this video. If you guys like the content, please hit that button and subscribe. I will have more videos on each of these and go over how I actually use it and some automations, so stay tuned for those.